Hi guys, this is Silver Sprout, and this is video number 5 of my GM Pet series. So today we are running 5 Komodos. Komodos are the same as crabs in almost every way. They have, oops, I tried to tame it. They have 25 more health than crabs, but they have 25 less armor. So they will be better. These aren't the best Komodos either. I just, spawning them from the thing here, you get a lot of random bad ones, and you can spend like an hour trying to find good ones. Kind of like taming them in the wild. Anyway, they have 25 more health at their base than the Husk Crabs, and they have 25 less armor. So they will be better against magic mobs, but they won't be as good against physical mobs. And we're going to be dealing with both of those actually at Pulma. Alright, we have our same build. GM, lore, taming, arms lore, fencing, healing, tactics, vet. Alright, let's get this thing started. So being a 5-pet team, they're obviously going to do more DPS than any other build. 5-pet teams generally do. They're fun to use because they do a lot of damage, but they are squishier than most teams. I prefer 5-pet teams because they're really good with fencing and, I don't know, 5 pets coming at you too when you're a BK, that's pretty scary. Or even when you're a blue player. Oh, and we have a tank Komodo. He's statted to be pretty high in health. Got his armor up to crab level almost, and then his magic resist is up by 60 points there. Just get rid of that. The other ones are full damage decks with all offensive traits. And as with my other videos, you can skip to the end just to see the DPS as a result of the run. Let's not get hit by him. So if you do run crabs, Komodos aren't really an upgrade at GM. I just think they're pretty, so I like using them versus crabs. They're pretty tanky overall. Same with the Husk Crabs. I really like them for their tankiness. I know people say area damage destroys them, but honestly, like, they're probably your best one-slot pet for area damage. One of the best. They perform better when they're healthy. Yeah, so keep their health up as best you can when you are dealing with area damage. Veterinary supplies help a lot. Yeah, they're really good. You know, there are other one-slots at GM that work almost as well as the Komodos. There are the army ants, which they lower armor and they lower accuracy, melee defense, which is really, really good if you are kind of focusing on not pet damage but user damage, because they are a bit weaker overall in attack strength than the crabs and Komodos. Alright, let's try to make this work here. So I'm tanking the demon, that's not good at all. I'm going to try to probably get my pets to tank. Super annoying. The dragon's been bothering me all night. Should just go kill it. didn't want to disarm it, that's cool. So obviously you can see how good of a tank the Komodos are, same with Husk Crabs. Husk Crabs, you can give them a bit of health and then resist, and you'll have no problem tanking most things. I mean, if I can keep them alive just by using bandages and vet supplies, you should be good. Like most dungeons, super simple to keep them up. Osprey 4, it's a little harder, but I do have a video on Husk Crabs running through there. Main thing is to dodge AoE if possible, or if it's worth it. In here, the AoE is pretty weak, so you don't have to dodge it for the most part. Wearing good armor helps too. I think I'm wearing plate mail right now, so it's something I recommend if you're farming. Plate mail. Yeah, I'm wearing full plate mail, but you don't have to wear full plate mail, it just helps with most AoE. Like physical AoE like that. Okay, good. Only 4 potions left. That's not good. I'll try to use bandages for a while. Actually, I think I forgot to restock before this. Yep. We'll just have to deal with it. Play smart. Komodos are really good against creatures like this one here. Anything with high armor. Yeah, I find that with the sand nuts too. Anything with high armor, they just help you do so much more damage. It doesn't really increase their damage impressively a lot. With and without arms lore, what are we trying to say? If you have arms lore and tactics, of course they're going to be doing a lot more damage, but if you have arms lore, no tactics, or tactics, no arms lore, the Sandmucks help the user damage so much having just tactics and no arms lore that it's not worth having arms lore and no tactics. It's just an interesting equation to think about. I mess a lot around with just build with tactics and resist. I like tanky builds in general, even if others recommend glass cannons. Even my bard has healing. try to avoid the AoE for the rest of the time here. Besides magic, can't really avoid that. These guys are on the 10-second timer, so it's really easy to dodge. Hang on, dodge this next one. It's a healing. Oh, I did. Alright, here's where the DPS generally jumps. Actually, I'm curious, I don't know if poison can stack on top of poison, like the better poison takes over, like when fighting enemies. I never really paid attention to that. Excuse me, this time from a mile away. So far I noticed that the farming speed on these guys is a little bit slower than the tidal mantis and the blood wolves. It could be because the bleed damage is basically direct bleed damage from those other guys, and it has to meet the criteria of breaking all the armor on the mob for the Komodos. More resist, more strengths. We're just gonna kill ourselves with the bandage, not worry about this. Get rid of some stuff here. Okay. So DPS is roughly the same as the other tamables, tidal mantis and the blood wolves, like really close. Surprisingly, the runtime was a bit slower actually on these guys. Stop. Oops, what I'm looking for, damage. Okay. So you see here we have 46.84 DPS and 13 minutes and 40 seconds. I didn't proc very much, and that could affect the farming speed, of course, but I don't think I procced a lot on the last run either. Overall, this farmed about 40 seconds slower than the Blood Wolves, and like I think 60 seconds slower, or a full minute, than the Tidal Mantis. I like the Komodos. I think they're a lot of fun. But I don't know, they have such low wrestling. Like, that's the problem with Komodos and crabs. That's why you pair them with fencing and arms lore, but I do prefer a little bit higher wrestling pets over the Komodos and crabs. Yeah, thanks for tuning in with the Komodos. My next test, I'm going to do Shade Wolves, which I've never used in PvP, player versus monster, or PvP actually. But they seem like a lot of fun. At level 1, they're pretty strong because of their burst damage out of the shadows. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying them in an actual trial run. So I'll see you guys for the next video. Thanks for tuning in.